Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us on Midwest Access. Hope you're having a great afternoon. Happy Thursday to everyone. I'm Cammie Raisler alongside Chief Meteorologist Nick Jansen. We have some guests already in studio. We're going to tell you about some big events that are coming up this weekend. How are you doing?
Good.
I see you don't have your trophy today.
Can I go get it?
You had it yesterday. I was worried you were going to have it again today.
I thought about it. I kind of looked at the rundown. I didn't see anything about kickball.
No,
so
I think we're done.
I don't think anyone at home really cares that much.
We may have mentioned it enough. However, I was eating at a restaurant in Minneapolis last night, and they had this massive trophy. I should have sent you a picture, and it was a kickball trophy.
Was it?
I was like, ooh, Nick would die if he got that one.
I'm telling you, man, I was pumped. We were talking about winning that tournament like hours afterwards. And I was like, Cammie, we won that tournament.
Why are we still excited? We're still excited 2 days later.
Yeah,
anyway.
We're competitors. That's why.
We are. We have a lot to get to on Midwest Access today. We're going to take a trip to Winona. There are some cruises that are still taking place along the Mississippi. We also have a big softball tournament coming up. We'll tell you about that. And a few other guests will be trickling in throughout today's show. We have to start with the Twins because why not? I took the day off yesterday because I was at the Twins game. Great choice, by the way, because it was so nice out. But then that
Look at Randy. Fun fact.
Randy and Rosarena hit it in like the third deck.
Fun fact.
What is it?
Randy's on my fantasy team.
I know. They were booing him when he crossed his arms on third base.
Wouldn't you boo him though too?
No, I didn't. I was there. I wasn't booing him. Randy's
come on.
Guy.
When he goes around third base and he stands there and does that, I mean, you can't.
He's a likable fella.
Is he?
I think so. I think the players like him.
Sure.
If the players like him,
do the opposing players like him?
I think so.
I don't know. I hope my Yankees don't like him.
Anyway, the Twins lost. Our boy Griffin Jack's got his 10th loss. He blew it again.
Well, he's got 10 L's?
Yeah, and he's a reliever. He's always put in those tough situations, though. You know, tie ball game.
So if he's always put in those tough situations and doesn't come through too often.
The Twins, you
throw someone else out there.
Is this a message to Rocco? Is that what you're
Rocco! Throw someone else every once in a while.
The Twins went 3-3 on that 6-game stretch, and I was there for all the games. It was nice being at Target Field, but Griffin Jacks blew 2 of those.
That's all right. They won the Central. It's fine.
It is pretty much wrapped up.
Oh, look at it. I got you to say it's pretty much wrapped up.
The Guardians are pretty much giving it to the Twins.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Lost again yesterday. They gave up 4 runs in the 7th and 8th yesterday to the Giants. Yeah. So
they're terrible.
So maybe the Twins will do well this week and kind of finish things
and wrap it up with what? There's only 2 weeks essentially left after this one, right?
Yeah. So not much baseball left until playoffs, first week of October.
What are we going to talk about without baseball?
I don't know. What are we going to do? We'll figure it out.
We'll talk about the baseball
We'll go
off
to
season.
steeplechase and go tubing.
There you go. We'll do something like that.
All right, I think we have one more thing to show. The Twins rookies today. Yes, there they are, Nick. I had to show you this because you could help me with some of the costumes. So it was like rookie dress-up day. So Elf is Wallner.
Sure,
that's Hedrick. Reno 911.
Oh, I was going to say Super Troopers.
Oh, maybe a Super Troopers.
Yeah, so you got Woody there.
And then Louis Varland is Scooby-Doo.
Oh, you got the guy from Dragon Ball.
Ones.
That's Goku, probably Dragon Ball Z there.
Okay.
I don't know the
There's Royce Lewis, Austin Powers, right? Is that right?
Yeah, that's Austin Powers there. Who's the guy in the red? What is he supposed to be?
What does it say?
CH. I don't know what that is.
I'm not sure what that one is.
Yeah, so the tall guy there, that's Austin Powers.
That's Winder. Oh, he's Austin Powers.
Yeah, and then the other 2 are the guys, the bad guy from Austin Powers.
Okay, and then Julian's a police officer, like a
Canadian guy.
Canadian. What is it? Mount.
I don't know what they
police?
are. A ranger.
He looks just like that. What is it?
Mountie.
Yeah, Mountie. Is that Ian?
Yeah.
And then it was Funderburk. He was he Rocky? I think he was Rocky, a boxer at the end there. I liked Elf. I liked Matt Wallner being Elf.
I liked if the very first person was one of the guys from Super Troopers.
Okay, Brent Hedrick.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So anyway, it's always fun when they make the rookies do silly things. So they did that.
Isn't that hazing? That's frowned upon.
That's barely hazing. You wear costumes on Halloween. Are you being hazed?
No.
All right, let's get to our question of the day. Here it is today. 50% of women refuse to get rid of this even though they don't use it. I am going to say their wedding dress. What are you going to say?
Wedding dress? Do you think 50% of women do get rid of their wedding dress?
Yeah.
Husband. Divorce rate's like 50%, right?
It's probably not that.
That's pretty good. That's a good guess.
It's not 50%.
Okay.
People just say that. It's inaccurate. All right. Their mixer. Their broom. You keep that broom.
An iron? An iron's pretty good. That's a good answer.
You should use your iron. You really...
Why?
Why would you not use an iron?
My dryer does it for me.
If you have wrinkle-free clothing...
Yeah, you think Nick Jansen's at home ironing the shirt? I just put it in the dryer.
I iron a lot of my clothes.
And it has a special setting on there.
Mine does not.
That gets rid of the wrinkles.
Must be nice. Mine does not.
Oh, well.
I use my iron.
Sorry.
A lot of people were saying iron, though.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying iron.
Okay.
Well, can't you just go to the dry cleaner?
I say wedding dress, but
if you just go to the dry cleaner, it just gets taken care of.
This is money.
It's like
you must be financially responsible.
Like
all the dry cleaners out there, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but
it's like Hey, it's okay. I will keep you open.
He'll keep you in business.
I will keep you in business.
Okay, well, we will see what that actual answer is coming
I have
up
no idea.
Just before 5 o'clock. I suppose 50% don't get rid of their wedding dress.
What about like a flip-flop or something?
Don't they just go bad?
Yeah, but maybe they refuse to get rid of them.
I do have a lot of flip-flops that are broken.
There you go. See? Maybe it's a flip-flop.
Okay.
All right. Well,
okay. Let's do weather. It's nice out today, Nick.
You can wear flip-flops today, right?
Yes, you
yeah,
could.
you texted me.
Embrace it.
You texted me and said, why do we got to go to work when we can be out golfing?
I didn't say that.
I was thinking it, though, too. Let's take a look outside. Loosen out of live cameras. It's a beautiful day out today. High temperatures have warmed above seasonal averages. Feels kind of like summer outside with high temperatures getting close to 80 degrees. Loosen out a live camera here in Rochester. Temperature right now here in the Med City at 78. Wind out of the southwest at 8 miles per hour. Dew points in the mid 40s, so it does feel like 78 outside. Temperatures here locally looking at some upper 70s and getting into the 80s. Zumbrota at 80, 84 in Red Wing, still at 79, Forest City, Mason City, and in Albert Lee. Future track radar, hey, we're tracking the chance for some showers and maybe even a couple rumbles of thunder on the way for tomorrow, all along that frontal boundary right there that is off to our west. We'll see if those showers hold together for early tomorrow morning. I think that's our best chance for some rain, so notice that outlook. By about 8 to 9 o'clock, we'll see that chance for some showers tomorrow, and then we should be dry into the afternoon and evening. We'll track out the rain that's coming up in your full first alert forecast. Cami.
All right, Nick, thank you so much. We are joined now by Gloria Torres Herbeck, who is here to talk about Latino Fest, and it's coming up this weekend. Gloria, thanks for being here. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here, and we're excited to start Hispanic Heritage Month. We are going to start with that, so we are going to have a lot of food vendors and just games and things that it's going to be just fun time.
A lot of fun, and I know last year was a hit. A lot of people made it out. Where is the event this year?
It's the same place. It's at the Chateau Theater, but we are also extending to Peace Plaza.
Okay, yes. Yeah. It's growing this year?
It's growing.
That's some good news.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah.
So what did you bring here today? You have some things to show.
Yes. Well, I wanted to share that Hispanic Heritage Month is on September 15th.
Okay.
And there is a reason why September is the month of the Hispanic Heritage. It starts in September 15, ends in October 15.
Okay.
So I have the flags of the countries that we celebrate their Independence Day.
Okay, let's mention all of them here.
So
what do we have here?
So we have in here Honduras, and we have here Guatemala, that it has the Quetzal here. And it has Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Chile, Mexico, and El Salvador.
Okay. All celebrated every month, but next month especially, or starting on the 15th.
Exactly. So we are having, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras, and Nicaragua celebrate their independence tomorrow.
Okay.
And Mexico on September 16th. Chile on September 18th, and Belize on September 21st.
Okay.
So Mayor Norton is coming to do the proclamation of Hispanic Heritage. She did last year, and she's coming again. So I just can't tell you how fun it's going to be. We have a mariachi coming for a couple hours. We have some people from Minneapolis that they are going to do dances from Peru, also from Argentina. They're going to have tango. We're having musicians and singers. It's going to be amazing.
Yes.
So I hope you guys can come.
When will the mayor be there? Do you know what time?
Yes, of course. So we are starting at 12 noon.
Okay.
And
on Saturday?
On Saturday, 16th, 12 noon. And then we are going to get to have kind of two events in one. Start at 12, ends at 10 in the evening.
Okay.
It's a long party.
A big party.
It's a long party, but we are starting 12 to 6 in Peace Plaza and Chateau Theater, and then 6 to 10 is going to be the party.
At Peace Plaza? Or
inside the Chateau Theater.
Okay, so those times are a little backwards, but
yes.
The Chateau Theater will be until 10.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Anything more that you'd like folks at home to know? Is there a favorite part that you have? Or you like it all?
I'm just excited for the mariachi. I'm just excited.
Entertainment.
Yes. And I noticed you didn't know about the guy that he had the red outfit.
Oh, yeah, what is that?
Well, okay, it's very famous in the Latin American countries. It's Chespirito.
Oh, there you go, Nick.
Yeah.
Chespirito?
Chespirito.
Okay, I'll have to look that up. Thank you.
Yes, yeah.
For clarifying that. I appreciate that. Fantastic. Saturday, you can check out all the fun, Peace Plaza and Chateau Theater. Latino Fest 2023. How many years have you been doing this?
Since 2014.
2014. It's been a hit ever since and getting bigger and
Yes,
bigger each
getting
year.
bigger. So I hope everybody can come.
Yes, Gloria, thank you so
Thank you.
much. We appreciate all you do, and we look forward to the big party this weekend.
Yes.
Much more to come here on Midwest Access, including a look at some of our headlines. When we come back, Tom Overly will join us right after the break.
Attention homeowners, first.
Thanks for sticking with us on Midwest Access. It's time now for a look at some of the day's big headlines. Joining us live in the studio is our very own Tom Overly. Tom, how are you today? I like the tie.
Complete
It's
with
purple. For the
I know, you
Vikings
told me to
tonight.
wear purple.
We wore purple tonight,
I want to wear
people.
another color, but you said wear purple. I'm like, okay, I'll wear
I
purple.
appreciate that. Nick's not wearing purple. I'm glad
For
you
you,
followed through.
for you, Cammie, purple. All right, so news headlines at this hour. Some really sad news here. An Algona man actually is in custody after a police officer was fatally shot last night. According to the Iowa Department of Public Safety, 43-year-old Kyle Lou Rickey was located, who was considered armed and dangerous at the time. He was taken into custody after a police officer was fatally shot. Again, residents of Algona were asked to shelter in place while the search for this man was underway. The suspect was located, taken into custody in Sleepy Eye, Minnesota around 11:50 p.m. Rickey will be extricated to Kossuth County, Iowa, where he will be charged with first-degree murder. Today we are learning more about Officer Kevin Cram, who sacrificed his life to keep his community in Algona safe. Cram is on active patrol duty. He was on active patrol duty carrying out an arrest warrant for stalking when he was fatally shot.
Officer Kevin Cram was a 10-year veteran of the Iowa law enforcement community, serving for the Norris Springs Police Department from 2013 to 2015, in the Algona Police Department from 2015 to 2023. We ask that out of respect for the privacy of Officer Cram's family and the Algona Police Department during this difficult time, that you respect their privacy.
That law enforcement in Kossuth County are hurting but not broken and will honor his legacy by continuing the work to protect and to serve. Rochester police need your help identifying the suspect in a shooting at the Olmsted County Fairgrounds. 3 shots were fired at the fairgrounds around 10 o'clock Saturday night, September 2nd. A number of people were present, but no injuries were reported. The department releasing these photos of the suspect. If you recognize this person, officers say do not approach and call the police right away. Fire crews remain on the scene of a blaze that erupted last night at a former co-op creamery in Hastings, Minnesota. This morning it was still a very active scene there with smoke billowing from the building. Some 10 agencies battled the blaze. Additional crews were being called in to relieve first responders and to help contain hotspots still sparking. This is the same creamery that closed a few weeks ago after more than 100 years in business. Authorities say at one point ammonia was leaking from the building but did not reach into surrounding neighborhoods. Emergency crews in eastern Wisconsin have contained a massive blaze at a warehouse that housed dangerous chemicals. Black smoke could be seen here billowing into the sky above Sheboygan yesterday. The fire erupted in a building owned by the Tissue Depot. Firefighters say the storage building contains coal, ash, several tons of plastic. A shelter-in-place warning was temporarily put in place for those living within about a mile of the area. State and federal agencies will be doing some air quality checks and monitoring the river system. That cause of the blaze is still under investigation. All right, Cami, look at your news headlines at this hour. Back to you.
All right, Tom, thank you so much. The Corey Slifko softball tournament is happening this weekend in honor of Sergeant Corey Slifko. I'm joined now by Sheriff Scott Rose and event photographer Becca Berge, who are here to talk about this big event, and both have a strong history with Corey. Thank you both for being here. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having
So,
us.
Sheriff Rose, I'll start with you. We've heard about Corey's story on your podcast.
Yep.
And did you work with him too?
So I worked with him prior to him being in law enforcement.
Okay.
So right after he got out of school, he worked with my dad in Premier Security here in Rochester.
Oh, wow, okay.
And then I grew up with his wife.
Yeah, okay. So
yeah.
for those at home who don't know the story of Corey, can you explain a little bit about what happened to
You know,
him?
essentially, Corey was one of those cops that he was a cop's cop. He was totally into being he was a cop 24/7. He was the first guy through the door. He was the first guy to volunteer for any kind of extra duty or overtime duty, or he was on SWAT, he was on the task force, he was on, I mean, if there was, he was in he worked every aspect of law enforcement, and he loved it. One of Corey's challenges is he could never turn it off.
Sure.
You know, being a cop was his identity, and that's something we know better now, but we tell you know, new officers you can't let it be your identity. And for him, he struggled with severe PTSD from several different issues at work. He struggled from chronic pain, from multiple injuries at work. When you got a guy that's go like that, he's the first one to get hurt too. And his struggles just he couldn't. It's just something that he couldn't handle.
And we lost him in 2019?
Correct.
2019.
Yeah.
And he was your
My brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law.
Yep, godfather to both of my girls.
Wow.
And
Wow.
Yep.
And so a softball tournament now to remember him and also do some good in the community and bring people together. When is this softball tournament?
on Saturday,
Okay.
so September 16th, we always hold it the third weekend in September.
Sure.
And it's comprised of 17 teams this year, all law enforcement officers from across the state of Minnesota.
Okay. So that's great. 17 teams?
Yeah.
That's a lot of teams.
big.
Where is it?
We are in Stetzel Fields in Farmington, Minnesota.
Okay. So a bigger area there where we have a few more fields.
There's 4 fields all
Which is
together,
great.
which, yeah, it's fantastic.
Yes. So what is the goal of the softball tournament?
So the goal is to bring awareness, right? And to give our police officers their support. It's a fantastic day for them to come together as a group, but then also the money that we raise is very important. It goes to the Invisible Wounds Project, and they help first responders, fire, EMS, military, and law enforcement with mental health.
Okay. So are we looking for anyone other than just folks that to come out? You're full with teams.
You're full of teams.
Okay.
Yes.
But next year?
Next year, absolutely reach out. We are always looking to add more.
Okay.
Definitely.
Is it co-ed?
It is.
Okay, it's co-ed. Perfect,
Yes.
perfect. Sheriff Rose, anything more that you would like people to know about Corey, about the tournament, about the cause? Anything more?
I tell you what, Corey's is an important story to tell for law enforcement agencies in regards to PTSD, and making sure you're taking care of your cops' mental health and physical health. That you can listen on the podcast, you can learn about the story.
Yeah.
His amazing family, and the tournament benefits the Invisible Wounds Project. I'm on the board of directors, and it's such an important project for providing that the resources needed for officers throughout the state who are struggling.
Yeah. And we'll link the podcast
that'd be
clip
great.
that you did about Corey on our website. That's KTTC.com. Your podcast, how's it going?
Very good.
Good.
Very busy.
You have a good time. It's busy, yeah, but you're doing a lot
I
of
love
good.
doing it.
Yeah.
I love doing it. And Corey's is an emotional story.
Yeah, they're all really tough, I'm sure, but we're glad that you are
They're
sharing
very,
those stories.
very rewarding. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you both for being here today. We
you
have
for
more
having me.
details about the tournament. You can check it out in Farmington on
Yes.
Saturday.
Absolutely. Lots of merchandise.
Good. And all that money goes back to a good cause.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
100% goes
Yep.
back to the
Oh,
Invisible Wounds.
100%. That's great. All right, more details at KTTC.com. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
More to come on Midwest Access, including a big story to tell you about in trending, a big announcement for PBR fans, one you might not be happy about. We'll tell you next.
Welcome back to Midwest Access. Time to see what is trending today. You said your boy's retiring, huh?
I'm so sad. Bull riding star J.B. Mooney announced his retirement earlier this week, a week after breaking his neck up in Lewiston Roundup in Idaho. The 36-year-old Mooney from Charlotte, North Carolina said on Instagram he had surgery and it went well, but it removed a disc, and Mooney was hurt when he landed on his head after being bucked off by another bull. He gets bucked off often, and I was trying to look up how many broken bones he's had in his career.
I'm sure a lot.
It's insane. And he's one of the few that rides with his hat on and not a helmet, because it's legal for him to do that because he's older. He's kind of grandfathered in to not having to wear a helmet.
Wow,
and he announced that he's retiring. I bet that he will not officially retire.
You don't think so? He just broke his neck and had a...
It's probably his second time. I don't know how many times he's broken his neck, but he's broken so many bones. And I've watched him in Sioux Falls, as the PBR come to town all the time, and I used to live in Sioux Falls, so it was so fun to watch him. I actually had a picture with him, but I can't find it on my phone.
So he's a pretty well-known
Yes,
bull rider.
he is one of the toughest, probably the toughest bull rider of my generation. So
of our generation.
Of our generation, yes, from our generation. So anyway, he says he's retiring, which is probably good considering.
Gotta say, I love sports.
Health.
I love sports. This is the first time I've ever heard of him.
He's really good.
Okay.
We gotta go to a PBR event. You'll love it. You'll be like, oh my gosh, these people are insane.
Are crazy? Yeah, I can only imagine. Hey, a Star Wars fan could own a piece of movie history, but it's gonna cost him a little bit here. A long-lost model of an X-Wing fighter used in the 1977's Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, is up for auction. The starting price is $400,000. The model was used in close-ups during the final battle scene where the Rebel Alliance fought the Empire above the Death Star. Heritage Auctions says the model is part of a collection that belonged to the late Greg Yen, an award-nominated miniature maker. He's known for his work on Star Trek and Close Encounters of the Third Kind. The model will be auctioned on October 14th and 15th.
Someone will buy it for a lot of money.
Yeah.
There's some Star Wars fans out there.
Yeah, there is. My wife would be one of them, but I don't think she has $400,000 to throw around on a model.
To just have sitting on your mantle?
Yeah, I want to know how big that I mean, it's a miniature model, but I want to know what the actual specs are.
Oh, then you might consider.
Probably not.
Okay. Believe it or not, this groovy piece of real estate sold for below asking price. The home famous for its exterior featured on the Brady Bunch recently sold for $3.2 million, nearly 42% below asking. Yikes. That's not even how much HGTV paid for the property in 2018. Yikes.
They
Bad
lost money on
investment
it?
before investing thousands in for this complete remodel. According to the Zillow listing, the home was meticulously rebuilt and designed to replicate the set of the 70s sitcom. That might have been their problem.
Probably.
It even features Greg's remodeled attic space. That's funny. The listing says it's believed to be the second most photographed home in the United States behind the White House, which is interesting.
So
I thought the house from Full House would be one of the top ones. Maybe it is, but that's number two.
Yeah, so
behind
I
the
mean,
White
that's
House.
probably another reason why not to buy it, right?
Yeah.
All a bunch of people coming around, taking photos of your house and everything.
That's true. That's true. I go to the Mary Tyler Moore house in the Twin Cities. So for the Mary Tyler Moore show, which you probably don't know,
I don't.
but it's a show about TV news, actually. She was a
really?
young
Okay.
reporter from Minneapolis, but they shot it in LA, but the house is actually in Minneapolis. I did a TikTok on it. You can go look.
All right, I'll have to
The
scroll.
house is there.
I'll scroll through the hundreds of TikToks you got there. The National Toy Hall of Fame at the Strong Museum has announced the 12 finalists for the 2023 induction. There's some good toys in this list, too.
Okay.
It's quite impressive. Okay, so we have baseball cards, unbelievable. Battleship, great.
Yeah.
Bingo. Do you remember Bop It?
Oh, yeah.
Cabbage Patch
Horrible at it.
Kids. Okay, Choose Your Own Adventure game books. Connect 4, the
Best
greatest game
game.
ever. Ken from Barbie. The Cozy Coop. Do you remember that? Look at that. It's right there.
Oh, I
Who
never had
did?
one of those.
Oh, you didn't? I had like 4 of them.
I wish. I would always go to my friends and ride theirs.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're on there too. Nerf toys. Slime. Fans can go on vote for their favorites through next Wednesday, the 20th. The finalists will be announced on November 9th at the Strong Museum of Play in Rochester, New York.
Yes.
Can't we just get all of them in there?
How many do we get?
I don't know, but how can you vote?
Battleship has to be on there.
I mean,
for sure.
baseball cards have to be on there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I'd
Connect
pick
4.
Battleship. Connect 4.
I'd connect. I'd pick Connect 4.
We should play. We
Love
should
that
play.
game. Nah,
It's all
we
about
don't need
defense.
to. We don't need to play Connect.
We still have a lot to come here on Midwest Access, including a lot of shoes just showed up in the house today. We are answering all of your shoe questions.
Did you know that I like shoes?
Yeah, you want to join me for this one because we have some answers for you when we come back.
It was 4 days.
Thanks for sticking with us on Midwest Access. We have some shoes in the house, some nice shoes here today. And as we get into the cooler months, it's actually nice to get out and run. How are you doing, by the way? This is Matt Sangster. He is with Fit My Feet. He is the district manager. Thanks for coming in.
No problem. My
So
pleasure.
you used to work in Rochester,
I did. Yep.
but now you're the district manager, so you're based out of Sioux Falls?
Yep. I used to manage the Rochester location, and then recently took a promotion to our corporate office in Sioux Falls.
Very
So,
nice.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So you are our shoe expert today, and I have many questions because when it comes to running, runners sometimes get hurt, and their shoes play a big part of it.
Yes.
So do you have any advice for us on what shoes are best for our joints as we age, or of all ages?
Yeah, of course. I mean, there's a lot of back-end knowledge to shoes that I guess a lot of people might not understand.
Yes.
And a lot of times you go to the store and you're like, oh, I like this color, and you pick it off the shelf, and that's the one you buy.
Yeah.
Not all shoes are created equally, though. So really, it kind of comes down to what type of support that you like. You know, so there's shoes that have more medial support, like if you need more arch support. And there's some that are more neutral. So really depends down. It comes down to what kind of foot you have. But overall, I mean, there's a handful of really nice brands that'll be most beneficial for you.
How do I know if I need that arch support?
Yeah, great question. So it's really coming to one of the professionals, people who have studied the feet. At Fit My Feet, not only do we know your shoes or our shoes, but we know your feet as well. So it's really just getting to the right person that has the knowledge and experience to do that. So if you're gonna self-diagnose at home, I mean, you can step on a floor, barefoot and see, is your arch pretty flat, is it a little bit higher? So you can kind of self-diagnose, but it's always better to get a professional opinion.
Especially if you're going to be doing some long distance running. So I often see people buying Brooks.
Yes.
Is that your good running shoe, or do you have a few options that you recommend?
Yeah, I mean, Brooks is really nice. They have a DNA gel in the bottom of them. Most of these companies offer just like a typical EVA foam, but Brooks, Hoka's, Saucony's been a really big one in 2023. We've done really well with that so far, but really it's personal preference. So
Which ones are the most expensive?
Here today, probably the Hoka Bondis. I believe they're 170 or 180.
Okay. And so when you hear that price, you might think, whoa, that's extremely expensive for a shoe, but do the shoes last longer?
Shoes go off of a mile rating, so every 500-600 miles you're going to want to rotate your shoes. But there's definitely a couple cheaper end shoes if you're not willing to spend the big bucks. That'll still get the job done for sure. Yeah.
And so we see this Hoka shoe, which I didn't even know Hoka was a brand until recently.
Okay.
Because everyone is starting to wear them.
Yeah.
What are our thoughts on Hoka shoes?
I like them. I've got a pair personally. They've got a little bit more curvature to the bottom of the sole, so it kind of really helps propel you forward as you're walking or running.
Okay.
Some shoes are made a little bit flatter on the bottom, so it really comes down to what kind of stride you are. Like some people like to run on their toes, and for that, you might want a little bit more of a curved bottom shoe.
Okay.
Compared to like this
So it is
guy.
an okay running shoe?
Yeah, it's a great running shoe. Most definitely. Yep.
Okay. Anything more that you'd like our viewers to know? I did want to know if flip-flops are horrible for my feet.
Yeah.
Because I sometimes get the bottom of my feet hurt really bad.
95% of flip-flops are not the best for you.
Okay.
There's a couple brands like Ufos, Olakai, Hoka.
What do you have back here?
This is an Olakai.
This is a good flip-flop?
This is more just like a casual or something you could wear on the boat. It's got an Aquaflex sole, so it does really well with water.
Okay.
There's a couple other brands like I was mentioning. Hoka makes a recovery slide, or Ufos. Maybe not as nice looking, but definitely a good support. But all of your like $4.99 flip-flops you can buy in a bin at Walmart.
Maybe don't walk 10 miles in them?
No, probably not. Probably not.
Okay. Lastly, are high heels bad for my feet?
Yes. Yeah. In the industry that we're in, we see a lot of the older patients that grew up wearing a ton of stilettos, high heels, and now they've got a ton of foot problems. But it seems like more in today's age that everyone's just going for comfort. So people are wearing tennis shoes. 90%.
Well, I have high heels on right now.
I know. Yeah, overall, not the best.
I should wear tennis shoes when I'm not on television?
When you're not on set, yeah, probably.
Okay, if you say so. Thanks so much for joining us today. Anything more? Fit My Feet, where can they find you?
We're on North Broadway, right next to the Purple Goat.
Okay.
So
And we
Yes.
can come in for,
Schedule an appointment, or you can come in at any time. We've got 2 certified podorthists right on staff. We make custom
Okay.
orthotics. You know, we do the whole 9 yards for your
sure.
feet.
So if you have foot problems, it's maybe an option for you to come get checked out.
Of course.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate all the advice. I'll work on the high heels. We'll see how that goes.
All right.
We still have more to come on Midwest Access, including a look at weather. Nick will be joining us after the break. He'll tell us more about this beautiful day out there. Plus, we will remind you of our question of the day as we do head to commercial break. 50% of women refuse to get rid of this, even though they don't use it. Nick said flip-flops. That might be a good answer. But it says it, so I don't know if it's flip-flops. We'll be right back. Thanks for sticking with us on Midwest Access. It is time for weather. I'm not supposed to wear high heels anymore, apparently.
What do you mean?
He said I can't wear high heels. It's bad for your feet.
Oh,
My
really?
aunt told me, because I always wear high heels.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's going to hurt you 20 years from now.
Huh.
The
What are you
shoe
supposed
guy
to wear?
said yes. Comfy shoes. Supposed to be
Oh,
good on your feet.
huh.
Yep.
Boy, I should have been in here.
Oh, you weren't in here?
I could have said, hey, can I, it's probably, I should have butted in and been like, hey, it's probably better if I wear tennis shoes than the dress shoes that Candy
He might have
Racer makes me
agreed. Too
wear
bad
all
he's out the
time.
door now.
Yeah, I missed my chance.
Next time.
Zach Fuller, see, we were right. Always wearing tennis shoes here at Midwest Access. Hey, outside, currently we have some clear sky, some sunshine continuing across the region, so good news there. Now, we are tracking a chance for some rain, so soak up the sun while we have it here. Loosen that live camera right now, right along Highway 52, Bandle Road. We're increasing some of that cloud cover, that approaching storm system. Temperatures, upper 70s, pretty warm, actually above average. Wind out of the southwest, that's the driving force to these temperatures that we have currently today. So the wind the past several days kind of been out of the north and northeast. Today out of the southwest, warming temps up quite a bit. Upper 70s, even into the 80s. Austin, Charles City, Red Wings, Umbrota, all into the low 80s. Hour by hour here tonight. Notice we have some partly cloudy sky, but we will be increasing those clouds throughout the overnight hours and then into tomorrow morning. That's when we have that rain chance. So tonight, just partly cloudy, some seasonal temperatures. Tomorrow, some isolated showers in the morning. And then this weekend, the rain moves out and we'll see some sunshine both Saturday and Sunday. Picking up some cloud cover from that cold front that is off to our west. And I have the wind on here, and I have the direction of the wind to kind of talk about some of those temperatures. I related to that with our temps here today. Warm front draped across the region. That's allowing that surge of warm air. Back behind it, we have the clash of cold and warm air. When that happens, we create clouds and some rain. Notice all the showers and thunderstorms right along that cold front because we have the wind. Notice the color blue and then the red. So southerly, northerly winds, that clash. We have the showers and thunderstorms off to our west. Eventually, that front will sweep across the region, and with it, the chance for some isolated showers coming up for tomorrow. That weather timeline here, probably looking at about anywhere from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. That chance for some isolated showers across southeast Minnesota, northeast Iowa. Throughout the late afternoon and evening, I think we're just cloudy for most of the daytime hours tomorrow. After the lunch hour, maybe some drizzle spots by about high school football time tomorrow evening. So here's future track. Notice tonight, showers kind of start to fizzle out, but they will pick back up into tomorrow morning. Showers will stay isolated along that frontal boundary, and we'll see that chance through the mid-morning into the early afternoon. A couple little drizzle spots will be possible in some spots here. And then overnight, we might have a secondary boundary that will move through by early Saturday morning. Maybe, notice, maybe a couple little showers possible into early Saturday morning. Main threat will be Friday morning. I don't think rainfall amounts are tremendous by any means along that frontal boundary. Some of us here may be getting into the green area, which would be a couple tenths of an inch. I think most of us anywhere from about maybe 5/100ths to maybe 2/10ths of an inch, but most of the region will stay less than 1/4 of an inch of rain coming up for tomorrow. 57 for the overnight low tonight, partly cloudy, rain late tonight. Tomorrow's forecast, notice from about 8 o'clock and then through about the lunch hour, we'll see that chance for some showers and then some cloudy sky throughout the afternoon and evening. Temperatures tomorrow, because of the cloud cover and the rain, staying in the upper 60s and some lower 70s. That's our main rain chance here in the near future. 72 for the high Saturday, 70 on Sunday. And then notice next week, Cammie, you were talking about golfing in your parka next week. Well, look, the temperatures are upper 70s and low 80s. Pretty nice.
It's heating up. Okay, I like that. Hey, Nick, I also got confirmation the Twins players were actually mad with Randy Arozarena's trot. I just got confirmation they were really mad. So there we go. More to come on Midwest Access after the break. We are heading to Winona. We're taking you on a boat when we return. Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us on Midwest Access. Summer may be coming to a close, but it's not too late to get out on the water. There are a couple cruises that you can get on here in Winona. Jennifer Weaver joins me now. And Jennifer, we are in front of a big boat here. What boat is this?
This is the Cal Fremling, operated by Winona State University.
Okay, and there are a couple cruise opportunities that you can still get tickets for. There's a couple spots left, is that right?
Correct, yeah. On Thursday the 21st, we are having our History on the River cruises wrapping up for the season, so there's still a chance. We've got a couple spots at 4 o'clock and a few more spots at 6 o'clock.
So this boat has been on the water all summer?
It has, yeah.
Okay.
They got it out of dry dock for the season in May, and we've been doing some cruises with them throughout the summer. And you can also rent it yourself, too, if you're thinking about having a celebration. I even got married on it this summer.
What? You got married on this boat this summer?
I did. It's a special
my
place. We love the
goodness.
river. It's a beautiful venue for all sorts of things. And as the museum educator with the Historical Society here, we love to use it for our programming as well.
Oh, wow. Okay, since you got married on it, how many people can fit on the boat if you have a wedding or an event?
Yeah, for an event, as well as History on the River programming, you can fit a total of 49 people aboard.
Okay. And it's a beautiful day out here today. I don't think we could have asked for a better day. So we have some folks here behind us. What are they doing? Just preparing for next week?
Yeah, they have a cruise going out now. I think it's just something with the university going on this afternoon. So they use it internally too. I think classes, people coming to visit, administrators. It's a really unique piece of Winona State, and it's great that the community can use it as well.
Yes, and folks come from all over the area to go on the water. And you said there's a few spots available. Remind me again, how can they get tickets?
Yeah, they can get tickets by calling the Winona County History Center, or you can learn more online at winonahistory.org.
Okay, and that's linked at kttc.com. So the cruise coming up, there's live music, a good time. What can people expect on the cruise?
We've done a lot with live music and other programming. On Thursday, we will be welcoming Nikki Buck from the Prairie Island Indian community. She'll be talking about the native perspective of the environment and kind of being one with the land and some of the traditions that her Dakota culture, wants to share with the rest of the community, and so we're just really delighted to have her come and share her knowledge and her perspective with the community.
So food and drink plus a little bit of history?
Absolutely, yeah, we'll feed you too, and beautiful sightseeing. There's usually some eagles flying around and herons and all sorts of cool stuff to see as well, and Nikki's an amazing storyteller and has some wonderful information to share, and it's just a great time. Most sell out, so don't wait too long.
Sure. And do you have like a rain date if there is bad weather?
Unfortunately, if there's bad weather, we just have to cancel, and that will be posted as well at winonahistory.org.
Okay. Anything more that you'd like people to know? I guess my question is, how did it get its name?
Cal Fremling was a professor with Winona State, and he studied the river, and specifically even mayflies and mayfly hatches.
Okay.
And unfortunately, when he passed away a number of years ago, and so in, I want to say 2013, but I might be a year or two off, in his memory and with a fund set up by his family, they were able to build this amazing vessel, and it is named, of course, in his honor and his love of the Mississippi River.
Well, that is so cool. And do we have students that are working on the boat?
Right, yeah, they have few captains on staff, but then a lot of helpers are either students or community members as deckhands and things like that. So
when did you get married on the boat?
July 22nd.
Okay. Was the weather okay?
It was great. We had a little bit of a evening storm, but we love storms.
Okay.
Kind of a fun summer thing. It just passed right through, and went back out again and enjoyed a beautiful evening.
Okay, well, you know what they say, if it rains on your wedding, it'll last forever.
It worked for my parents, so fingers are crossed. So far, so good.
Jennifer, thank you so much for joining us today. Anything more you'd like our viewers at home to know?
Yeah, well, thank you. And, if you can't make it this year, we'll be back again next season during the summer with more history on the river and more fun on this beautiful vessel.
Yes, there's always next year as well. All right, that's all from us here in Winona. We have more details on our website. That's kttc.com. Just click Midwest Access. Thanks again.
Thank you.
We have to take a break. We'll be right back. Of the day, 50% of women refuse to get rid of this, even though they don't use it. Their wedding dress. I got that one right.
Good job.
There weren't even that many people on Facebook saying that. All right.
Good job.
Learning a lot of people don't iron their clothes, though. That's all from us. Your 5 News at 5 is next.
Let's go, Minnesota. Summer.
Coming up on KTTC News at 5, an Iowa police officer is dead and an Algona man is in custody. What led up to the shooting? Plus, changes coming for our Rochester Park, the work being done in southeast Rochester. But first, a federal indictment against Hunter Biden. Details of the allegations. Your 5 o'clock news starts now.
Live from your local news leader, this is KTTC News.
Thanks for joining us tonight.